the Holy Thursday.
'Twas on a holy Thursday, their innocent faces clean, the children walking two and two in red and blue and green. Grey-headed beetles walk before with wands as white as snow, till in the high dome of pools they like Thames waters flow. What a multitude they seemed, these flowers of London town. Seated in companies they sit with radiance all their own. The hum of multitudes was there, but multitudes of lambs, thousands of little boys and girls raising their innocent hands. Now wind they raise to heaven the voice of song, or like harmonious thunderings the seats of heaven among them sit the aged men, wise guardians of the poor. Then cherish pity lest you drive an angel from your door.
So we have Holy Thursday. This is actually a reference to a specific thing. Once a year, beginning in 1782, as many as 6,000 destitute or homeless children were marched from their charity schools all over London to attend services held at St Paul's Cathedral. This spectacle, in honour of the patrons and founders of the schools, took place on a Thursday during the Easter season, but not on Maundy Thursday before Easter or Ascension Day. So Blake's referring to a specific thing he probably saw in his own lifetime. And I think the poem is what we might call very ambivalent. It's another one of these poems, like Little Boy Lost and Little Boy Found and The Chimney Sweeper, that is beginning to sort of unpick the idea of what innocence is, because we have the innocent children walking two and two in red and blue and green. They're going into St Paul's and they're flowing like the Thames into this high place. They seem like a multitude. The children, are the flowers of London town. They are the beautiful thing about London, aren't they? And they have a radiance of all their own. They shine. They have an inner holy light about them, the children. This is something that Blake has obviously spoken about quite a few times before in the Songs of Innocence, and the kind of holiness and the amazing kind of quality of children. We've seen it in Cradle Song, we've seen it perhaps in Echoing Green, where the children are playing. They have a kind of innocence and hope and holiness about them, don't they? And the hum of multitudes was there, but multitudes of lambs. So they're like lambs. They are, as we've seen before in The Shepherd, we've seen before in Cradle Song, they are an embodiment of God. Remember the lamb being an image of Christ, and the little lamb, of course. Thousands of little girls and boys and girls raising their innocent hands. So they are a picture of innocence. But it's interesting to think about the kind of nature of what they are. They rise like a mighty wind. They raise to heaven the voice of song, or like harmonious thunderings the seat of heaven among. So their song is like a mighty wind that seems to be almost threatening to blow apart this kind of institution of St Paul's. Beneath them sat the aged men, wise guardians of the poor. And you know, the aged men seem to not be so holy radiant or strong as the children. So there's this kind of reversal going on, because I suppose in sort of traditional society, don't we see children perhaps as less important than the aged men of the church. And in fact, think about this today. You look at the news, you look at the media, you look at schools, hospitals, wherever, you look at our institutions. Children have no power, don't they? They don't have a collective voice. They are always secondary to the older generation. The aged men are running the country, aren't they? The aged men are running the church still. The children don't have a strong collective voice, but here you find they do. Their song is like a mighty wind that they raise to heaven. So there's something tremendously powerful about their collective voice coming together. And then cherish pity lest you drove an angel from your door. So he's saying, believe in pity, unless you actually drive away the God from your door, the angel from your door. The poem has got a very kind of fast-paced, long, rhythmic line to it, doesn't it? It's almost got the quality of a rap, doesn't it? The way it goes out. 'Twas on a holy Thursday, the innocent faces clean, the children walking two and two in red and blue and green, grey-bearded, headed beadles walked before with wands as white as snow. So we've got that kind of thumping, powerful, fast-paced rhythm to the poem, which emphasises the power of these children as well as their beauty and radiance. The companion piece in the Songs of Experience, very, very, very different, isn't it? And I think it's useful to think about what does Blake mean by them being innocent here. They are innocent in the sense that they're not aged, they're without sort of prejudices, they're all coming together, the different colours and different areas of London are coming together, but perhaps they're not aware of the world they're in a way in which they could be, or they should be possibly. Whereas in Experience we see the child very much aware of the kind of terrifying effects of religion, and it's a very different poem about Holy Thursday.
Was on